feel like I can, if I can get this dude against the cage, just exchange with him, I think that will bring me a lot of success. But I want to talk to Tony about it. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's staying active. Not sitting around. It's coming as camp's coming. You like, it's weird because, you know, you start camp and you're all, you know, you have certain things you want to work on, and, you know, sometimes you can't do them because your body's either fatigued from camp or you're tired, you know, just out of shape. You know, there's a difference between out of shape and fatigue from training. But all those come in the first couple weeks of camp. But now I'm like halfway through camp. Now everything's starting to change. So I'm like finally getting to the hill to where I want to be, to where I can execute the things I've been wanting to work on and get better at a higher pace. And I like to think, especially here, we train at a higher pace than a lot of people. I've been to a couple other big gyms. And, I think we just naturally go harder. So it's nice to know that I can go as hard, if not harder, than anybody in the room. Higher output, and I know that I'm bettering myself in the areas that I want to better myself.
Just like today, how many rounds did you go today?
I went like 7 or 8. I went like 5 in a row right off the bat, and I do it like you know, a lot of people go 3 and then they're done. But in reality, when you can go 3 and you can be really tired, and then push yourself to do that 4th, and then maybe you're like, oh, I did 4, and then like I said, like now is the time that I can go 5 rounds in a row. And don't get me wrong, that 5th round I'm tired, but when I sit down, I know that I pushed myself past the limit that I hadn't pushed myself yet all camp. So I know I'm getting, you know, it's all about winning those small battles.
And like you said, with the high output, this gym is very high output. You do that 3 days a week, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
So the high output, the high output work is there.
Yeah.
And that's what compares, that's what difference AK from the other gyms, right?
Yeah. You know, we're a wrestling base. It's not all wrestlers in here, but no matter what, it's a wrestling base, and as wrestlers, we're always taught to move forward and create a lot of action. Maybe not create a lot of action, but move forward, you know? And when you can move forward and defend yourself and have a lot of output with your punches and strikes and fakes and all that stuff, it keeps the other person guessing. And if you keep them guessing long enough and get them tired enough, they'll do the things you want them to do. So it's good that I know that I'm getting higher output than a lot of guys in here who already output a lot. So I would like to think that I'm in the upper tier of output in this gym. So, and I still got a couple weeks of hard work left, and that's exciting to know. I feel good. You know, things are going a lot smoother than last camp. I don't want to make any excuses for my loss. Things are going a lot smoother than last camp, and that helps a lot with the mental aspect and everything going into the fight.
So, if you were victorious this fight, what is your goal after? What do you want from the UFC?
I want to stay active. I would like to fight again. I want to get 3 fights in this year. Obviously, on the UFC, and you know, just keep building myself. I was always willing to fight anybody when I first signed, and I still am. And I've kind of, you know, I haven't really been built up. Like maybe I got a little lucky that I got a late notice opponent my first fight, but I mean like 3 guys pulled out before that and 1 guy popped. So I was ready to fight anybody, but nobody wanted to fight me. But you know, I had a little slip up, and now I'm gonna get back on the road and or get back on the hill up. And I'd like to be active this year and fight 3 times. after this fight. I don't want to take it too long of a layoff. I'd like to fight this summer too, and then probably at the end of the year. So stay active, make a lot of money, get a bonus or 2 or 3, and just continue to get better and better my life.
Now this is a little off subject, but how has Mallory Martin, now that she's officially here in California, been an asset to help you with your fight
You're
game?
funny, dog. She helps a lot, man. She's super supportive. Everything you could ever ask for in a girlfriend, she understands. And so she cooks for me. I cook myself too. I'll cook for us because I've always done it like that. So sometimes I cook myself because I'm like, nah, like you're spoiling me too much, kind of making me soft. Maybe that happened last camp. But no, she does a lot of things around the house that maybe I wouldn't do right away if she wasn't around. So she helps a lot, man. And it's good to have her around, and she pushes me, she holds me accountable. One of the biggest things in this sport is like from the jump from wrestling to this, it's kind of hard to find people that'll hold you accountable because we're all kind of doing this for ourselves, right? Even though we're a team, at the end of the day, it's all for ourselves. So, she's great, man. I'm very, very lucky to have her.
And the reason I asked that question is because you guys are one of the few, I guess, would say couples who are both UFC fighters, who are both kind of living the same lifestyle. So that's the only reason I asked. You guys are like maybe 1 in 3 or 4? Maybe?
Yeah. I think there's a couple. The De La Rosas. I don't know who else.
You got Paige Van Zandt, her dude.
Yeah, but he's not in the UFC.
Oh, he's not. Oh,
Yeah, he's
you
both.
have,
I was gonna say like Gilbert Melendez and his girl Carrie, but they're Bellator now. So I don't know any other couple that's actually in the UFC together. I guess we're kind of like Pat Barry,
and Rose at one time.
Rose-esque. But yeah, it's cool, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to live the life I live. I've always lived a pretty good life. I don't know what it is, the universe or whatever, but I'm happy and I live a good life. I'm surrounded by a lot of really good people. I'm just lucky. Not everyone gets that on a day-to-day basis.
Would you be open to fighting on the same card with her?
Probably not, too stressful. Like her last fight, I cornered her in her last Invicta fight, and I was probably more nervous in the back than she was, because it comes with a lot of emotion, and it's a lot different when you're dating the person. So their emotions directly affect your emotions. So it's a really risky situation, but she had a great coaching staff in Colorado, and I know she likes those guys, but now she's kind of transitioning here, and I know she's cool with Ron, and she's kind of figuring more out and finding this at home, and I feel confident. I told her who I thought I would feel confident in her corner, and who would help her out, and that I can hand over that responsibility to, because I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's good for relationship or healthy or anything for me to be cornering her and us to. Definitely not fighting on the same card. Probably not a good idea, because that's too many emotions. I was even thinking about like me and DC fighting on the same card. It was like obviously he'd be like the main event, and it was like, but it'd be like he's waiting for me to see how I do, and then maybe how I perform. If I win or lose, that could change a lot of the emotions in the atmosphere, and it would be hard. I think it's cool. It's cool to fight on the same card as your teammates, but maybe not certain guys who are girls or whatever you're very close with. It's very risky business, because there's a lot of emotion that comes into this stuff, and if one thing goes bad, then we could all crash, and that wouldn't be good.